you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another makeup tutorial. Finally, we're back to the makeup, right? I know, I'm like, I need to finally do a makeup look. I was gonna upload the hair tutorial today, but I decided to go ahead and do the makeup look since it's been quite some time since I've even uploaded a look. So first thing I'm doing is applying some of the ABH Eye Primer to my eyelid. I am going to be going in with a light kind of lavender color, so I want to make sure that it's really going to pop. So I'm using this white eyeshadow base. Then I'm just taking some tape just to create a nice crisp sharp edge, and we're going to be using the Milani Gilded Violet Palette. This palette, I forget where it's actually at in store. I should have looked that up before I even sat down to record this voiceover, but I will have it linked down below wherever it's located. I think this one is the one that's exclusive to Ulta, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. However, I'm taking this lavender color and I'm packing this all over the lid. I'm using a Stilazzi eyeshadow brush and I'm just packing it all over, really making sure to saturate this color, because when I first swatched it on my hand a couple of times, super buttery, super creamy. Love the formula of this eyeshadow. However, I thought it was going to be pretty ashy, but surprise, surprise, it wasn't. So I'm just making sure to pack it on. Now I'm taking a fluffy Morphe eyeshadow brush. I'm not sure the number. Any old fluffy brush will work. It's clean. Now I'm taking a little bit of the lavender just to go over the top, just to blend that into the concealer, because I didn't apply a transition shade, anything like that. This is a very simple eye look, just a two-step eye look, but I wanted to make sure that I blended it upwards so it had a seamless blend. Now I'm going to go back into that palette. I'm going to take the dark purple of this palette. This purple actually kind of started looking a little blue once I started blending it. This is a Makeup Geek, it's a blending brush, but it's super tiny and super precise, so I like to use that to create this kind of blown out smoky liner effect. Usually I'll use like an eyeliner or something like that, but I really wanted to make it smoky, make it, you know, dramatic, make it fun, things like that. So I'm just going in and I'm applying this, I'm applying it, I'm going and going. So you want to apply as much of this as you possibly can, or if you want, you don't have to apply a lot. You don't have to do this step at all. I thought it would have been really pretty without adding this purple lash liner kind of look, but I felt like I needed to make it different from any of the other kind of like blown out eye looks that I've done previously. So I'm just going in and just continuing to smoke this lash line out, and then I'm going to apply some glitter. So initially I was going to do it just like this, and then when I was talking to Jack about it, I was like, I should do glitter. So I applied some NYX Glitter Primer just right at the edge of that, so right against the tape. And then I'm applying some of this purple craft glitter. I think I got this from like Walmart or something. And I'm just applying it right over the top. And this glitter literally took the look to the next level, you guys. Like, when I applied the glitter, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Like, this is exactly what I was envisioning. I didn't think that it was gonna turn out this pretty, but it became that girl. After I applied the glitter, I ended up losing a little bit of that eyeshadow, so I'm just going back in with that deep purple color, going right over the top of the glitter just to add a smokiness above that, because I wanted it to still look smoky but have a little bit of glitter at the base of the lash line, but the glitter ended up covering all of that. So I'm just going back in with a little of that to smoke it out, and now I'm like, yes, this is poppin'. I'm taking one of the two highlighting shades out of this palette. This is the more lavender lilac kind of highlighter color. I'm just taking this into the inner corner with a Morphe small detailing inner corner brush and just packing that on. This color is super pretty, but I do continue to go in and continue to like pack this on until I get it to my desired effect. And I'm taking some more lashes in Drama Queen for my lashes. Now I'm going to prime my skin. I'm using the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. Lately my skin has just been so dry and kind of even scaly, and it's just like ugh. So I applied the hydrating primer today. I needed that hydration, even though I had washed my face. I had applied some serum, I applied some moisturizer and all of that, but I still felt like I needed that extra hydration. So I applied that all over to the skin, blended it in, and then I'm taking the Dose of Colors foundation in the shade number 136. I know some of you guys asked if I still mix my shades. I'm really comfortable using 136 by itself now. I've been using this foundation the past couple times that I've done my makeup, and I'm obsessed. Like, I know I've been doing a lot of foundation reviews lately, but this is one foundation that I've continued to go back with and use over and over and over and over, and I'm just in love. Like, I love this foundation. It does me no wrongs. I mean, I look a little orange, like it has a little bit extra like of the orange tone, but I still feel like it looks really good. I am blending this in with the Dose of Colors foundation sponge that came with this PR that I got from Dose of Colors, and now I'm going to switch over to the concealer. So Dose of Colors just came out with their concealers. I swatched them on my Instagram stories. This is shade number 24. I am going to do a review on it. I haven't yet because I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you don't, the reason I'm not doing any like talking videos is because I chipped my tooth. So I originally chipped my tooth back in 2007 and it fell out again like last Thursday, so I get it fixed on Thursday. So yeah, but that's why I'm not talking, because I'm kind of self-conscious about it. That's why you don't see me smiling or anything like that. And also, you guys, I kind of wanted to get back to my roots of filming videos like this, where I'm just sitting and just doing the makeup and I don't feel the pressure of having to talk, having to, you know, I needed this. I needed this moment to take a step back and just get back to what I used to do and what I enjoyed doing. So I hope you guys don't hate me for that, but eventually I'll get back to my Learn with Lon videos. But I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer down with the Kylie Cosmetics setting powder. This is in the shade Yellow. It's not very yellow, if I should say so myself. It has more of a translucent kind of shade to it than it does yellow, but I really do like the setting powder. I've been using it since I bought it probably about a month or two ago, and I really enjoy it. So I'm making sure I really pack on this powder. I do like to bake my under eye and all of that, just to give the concealer a little bit of a brighter look and to also set it in place, lock it in place. Then I'm going to use the Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm going to use the darker shade and just go ahead and bronze up and warm up the skin, contour up the skin. This contour palette has been one of my favorites for the longest time. You guys already know that. I'm going to hit the forehead, hit the perimeter really well. I'm also pushing back my headscarf just so that way the lines on my forehead can kind of like go away, because usually when I put it on my forehead it creates those lines, which are annoying. But I'm just really making sure that I go ahead and bronze up the skin, and then I'm going to go ahead and brush away all of the setting powder after I'm done bronzing up the skin. On to blush, I'm using the CoverFx blush in Sweet Mulberry. This is a purple tone kind of blush, and I wanted to keep with the same hues. Although it had a little more pink than it did purple, I still felt like I needed that. I do end up going in with some of the lavender color that we used on the lid, just on the blush brush, and just blended that into the other blush, just to give it a little more pink, like a little more purple hue. And then I'm going to highlight with the Dose of Colors Highlighter and Mirame. This is the Desi Katie collection. Excuse me. I am using a pencil brush just to highlight the bridge and the tip of my nose, and then I'm going to use the Stilazzi highlighter brush. I love this brush. Like, ever since I found this brush and realized that I had this brush in my collection, I've just been obsessed with this brush. Like, I use it all the time. But as you can see, I hit the tops of my forehead. I'm also hitting those cheekbones. I'm also going to do the Cupid's bow, but don't worry, if you don't want to apply highlighter without setting your face, you don't have to, or you can, but I personally like to apply highlighter first and then set my face, which I'm using the Morphe setting mist. It's just amazing, and when I'm doing a matte eyeshadow, I don't have to worry about it ruining the eyeshadow or, like, you know, affecting the eyeshadow at all. But I usually set my face with a setting mist, and then I'll go back in with highlighter after I've already highlighted, because my face is still going to be a little wet, and it's going to make that highlighter really pop and really stand out. So that's just, you know, a little tip if you want your highlighter to be blinding. Sometimes I like it blinding, sometimes I can leave it, but for this particular look, I wanted it to be popping and to stand out. So now I'm going back to the lower lash line. I'm taking that same pencil brush, which, by the way, this pencil brush is a Revlon pencil brush, and I'm just taking that purple that we use to smoke out the lash line and just going on the lower lash line and just smoking that out pretty lightly. I'm not going to do it too intensely because I didn't want it to be super blown out and super crazy, because I wanted most of the attention to be on the top. So for lips, I'm going to use the Colourpop lip liner in BFF number 4. In hindsight, I probably should have did a dark purple lip, because I never ever do dark purple lips. I never do colored lips, and I am so boring, I know, but I always do nude, which it's just my thing. If you guys know Lon for anything, it's for a nude lip. So I'm just going ahead and lining my lips, making sure to get everything perfect. Then I'm going to use the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Knock on Wood, which is one of my second favorite. First favorite is Starfish from ABH, and Knock on Wood is probably my second. This is a little more warm of an undertone for a liquid lipstick. Starfish has a little more cooler undertones, but I do love both of these. So I'm just blending this into the lips, the lip line. I'm gonna keep patting my lips together until I feel like it's blended, and then after that, that completes the look, you guys. I really loved how this turned out. Make sure you guys check the description box for where you can pick up this palette. I will be doing more looks with the other palettes, as I mentioned in my Instagram stories. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you all so much, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!